We always strive for family-friendly content. However, our videos are not intended for and should not be viewed by children ages 13 and under. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome to Big Joe and Maliz World.
Today, Big Joe and I are making spinach dip.
Oh yeah.
Guys, spinach dip. Now, this isn't just your ordinary spinach dip. This is spinach dip baked in the oven in a biscuit wreath for Christmas. So, I will include the complete ingredient list at the end of the vlog, so here's what you gotta have. You gotta have canned biscuits. Now, when you open up your canned biscuits, you cut them all in half and you roll them up into balls, just like this. Just like that. You gotta have mozzarella cheese. You gotta have Parmesan cheese, you gotta have ricotta cheese, you have to have mayonnaise, spinach, salt and garlic powder, and a little bit of melted butter. You gotta have a mixing bowl, and you gotta have an oven-proof skillet. I'm using my old trusty cast iron. Okay, so here's what you gotta do first. You need to put a little bit of oil in your cast iron skillet, just a little bit, just to kind of, it kind of looks shiny. You don't have to have any, any excess or anything. So take the biscuits that you've rolled up and you want to seam side down. Put them all around the edges just like this. Make sure you put seam side down so they don't expand when you when we put this in the oven here in just a minute, okay? This is just how simple this is. If you've got extra, which I do, a couple, what I'm going to do, I'm going to squish them. Okay, just like that. Looks pretty already, doesn't it?
It is.
Okay, so the next part is simple. You're going to take a little bit of melted butter and a brush, and you're just going to go over these biscuits that you've rolled up. You're just going to brush a little bit of butter on there, a little bit of melted butter. Now, I know I typically use unsalted butter. It doesn't matter what kind of butter you use for this. You can use salted butter, you can use unsalted butter, and you won't believe what I'm using. This is margarine. This is actually margarine. It does not matter in this recipe what kind of butter you use. Not at all. Alright, kind of go over it a couple of times, spread it out good. Don't have to be soupy or anything, but you do want to coat them pretty good with melted butter. Alright, just like that. Now, your next step is going to be, you're going to take your Parmesan cheese. Now, you've got quite a bit in this bowl because the Parmesan cheese is going to go in the recipe and on the biscuits. So just take your fingers and just sprinkle it around there. Don't have to be perfect. If it gets in the side, it doesn't matter because it's all going to bake up together. Just like that. Okay. Next part, easy part 2. Take your mixing bowl and your spatula, and you're simply going to dump all these ingredients in this bowl. Dump it all in there together. This is mayonnaise. Now, you don't want to use Miracle Whip or light mayonnaise in this because it will not cook up properly, so don't forget that. I'm not going to use all this ricotta cheese because there's quite a bit in this container, but We're going to use about a cup or so, I guess. Okay. Then you're just going to take your spatula and just fold all these ingredients in here together. Now, this is frozen spinach that I'm using. So what I did, I just thawed it out and I squeezed all the excess water out of it. And if you're not sure how to do that, all you have to do is put it between a couple of layers of paper towels and keep doing that until all the water is removed from it. Okay? That's all you have to do. But make sure all the water's out of it because it will make this kind of runny, and you do not want that to happen. How's it look so far, Hank?
Looks delicious.
Yay!
I love spinach dip.
This one Big Joe's favorites, isn't it, honey?
Love spinach dip.
All right. See how easy that was to mix together? So, what you're going to do now, you're going to take this and you're going to put it right in the middle of these biscuits. The whole thing. And I know it's going to come over the top, but the biscuits will rise when they put in the oven, so it's okay. Just like that. All right. Now, before you put it in the oven, you do want to take some red pepper flakes. Put it over the top. Now, you can omit this step if you want to. Big Joe happens to like his food spicy.
I do.
So, I put quite a bit on there. You can put as much as you want, as little as you want, or you can omit that step altogether if you want to. Either way, it doesn't matter. Preheated 350-degree oven, 30 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here is the spinach dip wreath right out of the oven. We'll let it cool just a minute, and we will let Big Joe do the taste test. All right, everybody, here's Big Joe with a moment of truth. The good thing about this recipe, guys, you don't have to have chips or anything. You just sop up that spinach dip with those biscuits. That's all you got to do. So what? Go ahead and try it. Does it smell good, honey?
It smells delicious.
It looked beautiful too, didn't it?
Oh, it looked beautiful. Oh, wow.
Spinach dip's one of your favorites, isn't it,
That
honey?
is one of the best spinach dips. This one, for sure, gets the
All right, guys, so that's it for the spinach dip wreath recipe. What'd you think?
Yeah, she knocked it out of the park with that one.
He liked it, guys. It smells so good, and it looked pretty. It was great. So it would be a great recipe for you guys to try for the holidays coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So if you do try this recipe, please let us know in the comments, because we do like to know how you like all our recipes. And as always, guys, we want to thank you for allowing a little bit of Big Joe Malia's world
Into your world.
We'll see you soon, guys.
Bye.